Oh man, say it ain't so. Breaking news via the boxing scene, Bleacher Report, Vlad TV. It is all over, man. Say it ain't so. Jamal Charlo charged with robbery. Look at all more in depth on this at 5 p.m. But I just wanted to get on and break some news because that's what I do. Shy News, you're rocking out with the sword. But yes, man, breaking news: Jamal Charlo allegedly, from what I have read in the boxing scene article, the night before his brother's undisputed fight with Brian Castano, him and a large entourage was at a bar in San Antonio. And when it was time to make the payment, Charlo's card, yes, his credit card, allegedly was declined. And him being who he is, allegedly went into a rage and took the waitress's money as well as his belongings, his ID, and I guess his credit card. So now he is being charged with robbery, allegedly. But this is the thing that struck me. How is a millionaire fighter? It happens though. My credit card has been declined before, but I am no millionaire, nor am I a millionaire fighter, nor do I parade myself around that we make the most money, we get the biggest checks. But how is it that these so-called premier boxing champion fighters who are paid the so-called best are skipping out on bar tabs? Come on, we have to make this make sense. These guys parade around with all of this jewelry, all of the designer, all of this materialistic stuff, the stuff, but yet they are skipping out on bar tabs and their credit cards are being declined, allegedly. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? That is another black eye on the premier boxing champion fighters. Yes. See, somebody has to say it. And quite frankly, I do not care. Because when I was really down in the trenches doing real journalism, they tried to kick me down. And God does not like ugly. Now look how it is all coming around. So, are you guys going to be mad at Vlad TV? Are you guys going to be mad at the boxing scene? Are you guys going to be mad at the Bleacher Report? Because these are the ones that are releasing this information. Like we have to make it make sense over here. Allegedly, $1 million fighter credit card was declined in San Antonio. He couldn't pay for his bar tab with his large entourage, and he skipped out on it. He skipped out on it. Maybe he should have took off one of his diamond chains or his fancy jewelry that they parade around in. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I was kicking it with my man yesterday, and I said, "Yo, all of the PBC fighters have that same uniform. That is their uniform. That is the music industry 101 uniform. The jewelry, flashiness, designer things. Here it is. Your credit card was declined allegedly, and you skipped out on a bar tab. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up, man. You cannot make this up. Now, I know the powers that be, they're going to get this swept underneath the rug, but allegedly it happened. Allegedly it happened. And now it's like 5 o'clock. I'm going to go on. I'm going to go in depth with this. It's like a pattern over there. Because a couple of weeks ago, you seen Adrian Broner coming out complaining about being handed an allowance, allegedly. Now here it is. You have the WBC middleweight champion card being declined, and then him skipping out on a barbell, allegedly. But hey, what do I know, man? This is the source. I just had to jump on here and spice that up real quick. Um, 5 p.m. I'm gonna go into more depth with this. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. So that's what we do. I'm gonna read a couple more articles. Uh, this is yo, man. It's funny how tables turn, man. Now, a lot of the media, most of the media, half of the media, they are soulless. They want to be friends. They're not going to report. They're not going to report. They're going to try to come to his aid. No, report the news. It's not your job to try to come to a fighter's aid. If his car got declined, allegedly it got declined. That's what happened. If he skipped out on the bill, allegedly, that's what happened. Don't try to justify this. Don't try to twist it around. Report the news. See, that's the problem with, shout out to Chop Chop Crawley on the check-in, man. Still going strong out here, man. Chop Chop, what up, man? My God, man. But yeah, allegedly, Jamal Charlo, WBC middleweight champion, skipped out on his bar bill in San Antonio the night before his brother's fight. His credit card was declined, and he turned himself in today. A warrant was a warrant was released for his arrest, but he turned himself in. He's in the process of being bonded right now. Allegedly, that's all according to the boxing scene, Vlad TV, Bleachers Report. Is breaking news. So I felt the need to come on here and just do some source talk. But 5 p.m. I definitely will be diving more into this. I'm going to do a little bit more research. But I just wanted to get on here and break that. I just wanted to get on here and tell you other media members, report the news. Do not get on here and try to be kumbaya and make a twist, create a narrative, and try to cover up. Because he has people that's going to try to cover this up. Facts. Thank you, Chop Chop. Former world champion, dignified, tall brother right here, man. Yo, keep putting out them videos too, man. Y'all be stealing some of your recipes, Chop. Chop Kitchen, man. Chop be doing his thing in the kitchen, man. From one chef to another chef, man. Keep doing your thing in that kitchen. But yeah, that is stupid. That is stupid. Because it's like, my man, you are a world champion. You are a high profile individual. Why would you do that? Okay, you might have been a little embarrassed because your credit card got declined, allegedly. That happens. Like I said, that happened to me before. But you are a $1 million fighter, $1 million investment. Why do something so stupid and basically childish? That's what you do. Like I did that before. I'm pretty sure we all have. I remember going to Red Lobster when I was younger. You know, ordering mad food and everybody blow it. We all left. You know, but as a world champion, somebody that is in the public eye, you know, Lord of the Rings said he can't think. Somebody that is in the public eye, for you to pull a stunt like that, man, like yo, listen, they out of control over there. I'm gonna get into more of that at 5 p.m. Chop said, I'm pretty sure he wasn't alone. All you do is hit someone that was listening to, hey man, give me exactly. Oh my God, look what Chop just said, man. That is the formula right there. But I'm telling you, it probably bruised his ego when his call was declined. And just like Lord of the Rings alluded to earlier, he can't think. He can't think. Yeah, that's a fact, man. He was supposed to do. I'm glad Chop just said that. I'm gonna reference one of my favorite movies. He was supposed to do like they did in Paid in Full when they were sitting there eating the Chinese food and they had the bet. And Money Mitch made it the first time. Then he said, double up, run it back. And when they doubled it up, Money Mitch was short on the cash. So what did he do? He borrowed it from his man. He said, yo, Ace, let me 5,000 till I get to the crib. He gave him the 5,000. Then he wanted pocket money. He said, now I'm paying for your paper bag beds, man. That's what he should have did. You roll with a whole bunch of entourages, a yes man. You should have got the money from somebody, man. Unless they didn't have it either. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But at 5 p.m., man, we're gonna really dive into this, man, and quite frankly try to break down what is the problem going over there with these high profile PBC fighters, man. You know, getting into these dumb little incidents, man. And I know the good people over at Showtime don't appreciate that because now I'm going to get into a little bit of source. There is such thing as a morale in your contract when you are dealing with these major corporations and companies, where you have to hold yourself to a higher standard. What I mean by a higher standard, like you are a public figure, so your morale. This is a bad morale hit once again for the PBC and a world champion fighter. But with that being said, 5 p.m. I will be back on giving you more in-depth source with this. Shout out to former world champion, my guy, Chop Chop Crawley on the check-in and Lord of the Rings. You know the vibes.